Well, I think you got homework to be doing right now, son. No, no. Drawing is. I haven't even worked on it yet, to be honest. I'll go over to my parents tonight for dinner and hopefully grab the drawing supplies, but no. No, I haven't even really thought about school this weekend. It's been great. Kind of pissed the weekend's already over. Noti gang, yeah. Big Noti gang. Hey, can you hear the light music in the background? Just out of curiosity. No? Nobody can hear it? Hard to hear me too, huh, Bill? Josh can kinda hear it? Oh. It's because I turned my desktop audio sound down. Okay, How about now? It's supposed to be pretty light. I'm trying to track down some copyright-free music that we can add. It's easier to hear me now, not the music though. It's a very light music audio. Nope. Wow. I can't believe you can't hear that. That's a bummer. I guess I'll try to turn it up. You can hear it now. I turned it up in Spotify, so hopefully you can hear it in Spotify. It's supposed to be pretty light. It's a lo-fi version of some Lord of the Rings soundtrack, because I think I'll be able to avoid copyright since it's a lo-fi version. And then I've got some different non-copyright music for our actual hunt event. You guys will have to tell me if it does end up being too loud. Because if it ends up being too loud, then I can adjust volume on it. Too loud now. Okay. Well, let's keep the desktop audio the same. I'll just turn it down in-app. It's like a very light, casual music. So you want it to be real quiet in the background. And this stream is mostly a test to see if it works. If I get hit with a copyright after I post the stream, we might lose audio for the stream, lose portions of the audio. We're just testing it out. I just want it to be like a light background music, and then similar with the actual hunt event or the showdown playlist that I made. I'm going to go through slowly here and upgrade or update our... Yeah, the problem is I have to find copyright-free music or I can't post it. Like, we could listen to whatever we wanted live and I wouldn't get in trouble, but as soon as I post it to YouTube to keep it there, then I can't, which sucks. But we use, when we do live sessions, we use, there's a show called Mandy with Nicolas Cage, and we use some of the music from that soundtrack. And, um, oh man, there's another group that does some really good Kingdom Death music. It's in my KDM chat. Lustmord. has some really good stuff that goes well with uh, Kingdom Death. Okay, so now we're to Idril's grid. Founding Stone, leather, pickaxe, leather, blast sword, leather, monster grease. So from this, we're hunting a level 2 Antelope, is what was decided last week. We get 2 evasion from the monster grease, 2 insanity on departure, and 2 survival on departure, and then that's it. So that's good. That one's already good to go. I'm pretty sure we got these all good to go last time. But one of the last things we discovered was that we did not get to keep those blooming flowers. We did get the dragon boots recently. Those didn't make their way in here. Vespertine bow, lucky charm, reverberating lantern, dragon boots, good to go. We get +2 movement because of these boots, which is awesome. That's such a cool bonus. 2 additional movement can go a really long ways. And then Rima is our Fist and Tooth. We're trying to get her up there with Fist and Tooth, but she's also got Katars. So, no, we don't have any Dridecanthus, but hopefully we'll pick some up in this hunt. So, helm, blade, monster tooth necklace, coat, gauntlet, skirt, boots. The blade and necklace are in there to assist with the Fist and Tooth damage. And White Lion set. 2 strength, is that right? Yep. Okay. Yeah, and I believe that we ended on deciding to go against a level 2 Lope. That's what I have here in the notes. We should also have 2 pickaxes. Yep. So, Legolas now, we gotta change the name, who has hemophobia, has one as well. Legolas, Rima, Idril, and Gimli. Legolas, Idril, Gimli, Rima. Perfect. You wrote something special down. Yes, but I don't think it was with any of our survivors currently. It was somebody else got something. Thunder Caller for Boreas. We're dealing with Hands of Heat. That's why we're going against a Lope, because we're going to have to deal with Hands of Heat. That's going to wipe out a ton of our resources. So, just a quick head count here. Who do we have in stream right now? If you could just send a quick message in chat so I could tell who we got. I think I'm going to try to activate a poll for everybody so they can guess on who will deal the final blow, and you can wager points on it to which whether it'll be blue, white, green, or red. I won't be able to see the guesses necessarily, so it won't influence my decision. But Bill and Josh, I did know, or Joshua, I guess I don't know if you prefer to be called Joshua. Yeah, we'll put the cloth on there. That's a good call, Bill. So Joshua and Bill. Well, you two may be the only ones that get to bet on our result, if you choose to do so. Looks like we're missing a few, but that's okay. I'm just glad you guys are here. It's exclamation mark points, Joshua. Yeah, let's go through their fighting arts real quick beforehand. So, Gimli has Thrill Seeker, so whenever he gains survival, he gains an additional. He's also a leader, so that helps for overwhelming darkness stuff. Hey, Titan. Welcome, my friend. Thrill Seeker, Leader, and Strategist. So we'll get to bring a giant stone face in with us, which could help our archer a lot. I would have forgot about that, but per usual, Bill coming in clutch, reminded me to look at the right things. And then Idril has crossarm block. Tough and Faded Blow. Faded Blow's big. Vermin Obsession's going to get in the way here. So we're going to need to go get that bug. Abyssal Sadist, Extra Sense, and Last Man Standing, as well as Hemophobia. But we have a Bowmaster in our hands here. That's like 2 years old. So. Oh, yeah. Insanity we gotta keep an eye on for sure. Rima's got 11, and no fighting arts. Rima's got 11. Gimli's got 15. 7, 0, 11. So we'll get 6 insanity. So Gimli will be very insane. But I feel like there's a solid chance we'll gain, or we'll lose insanity throughout this fight, I feel like. Yeah, we do have 2 super people, yeah, Idril and Legolas. So, I mean, Gimli could even dip to a corner of the screen if you wanted, corner of the map. Also, please, I'm doing this just to increase your guys' pleasure on the viewing. If you like the background music, let me know if you think it gets in the way. It's just supposed to be really light right now, just kind of something to fill in the gaps of silence. I think we're all probably Lord of the Rings fans, so to find some form of non-copyright is good to me. Anyways, I enjoy some background music, but okay. So I think we are good. Gone through everything. Let's go ahead and set up a hunt for level 2. For Antelope level 2 here. Now, since we're setting up for the hunt, I'm going to open up this bet. Should be good. It's 2 minutes. You got 2 minutes to decide. I'm hoping it'll explain all the details when I set it live. So, yeah, here we go. So the betting has opened. So which survivor's going to deal the killing blow? So do exclamation mark bet, and then either red, blue, green, or white, and how many points. And if you want to do all in, just do exclamation mark bet blue all or whatever, and it'll. Yep. So, all right, Bill likes blue, huh? All right, okay. I'm gonna have to be impartial about it. So even though I might have my own opinions as to who I think is gonna do it, I'll be impartial. But okay, so our hunt is set up. Let's go ahead and move the mineral gathering. Should we lose? Oh, the other top 2. Yeah, so we got red sword, blue bow, green is our pickaxe and or our bone axe and rawhide, and then white will be using fist and tooth until after they get a proficiency. Then they'll be using katars. Mineral and herb after overwhelming. I'm thinking maybe before, just because it doesn't really give us an advantage to do mineral gathering after. And we don't have anything for herb gathering, so we can't do it. We can only do mineral. Because if we do it after, on an 8 plus, um, we could descend into the worm tunnels, but these can get bad if you go down into the worm tunnels too much. Which might be fun to try to do on some, like, future stuff. Okay, betting's closed. Good luck, my friends. You got 4 iron yesterday in the worm tunnels? Jeez, you got all the way down to Lantern City? Sheesh. Or do you mean you got multiple 8 rolls? I could see it if you meant that you... And you know, we could prep for this. We could bring a sickle. We could bring a whip. We could bring an almanac, which would be cool. I mean, picking a piece of armor from the blacksmith location would be wild. But anyways, okay, so let's just do mineral gathering right off the bat then. That's fine with me. Slay the cub? Yeah. Yeah. There is one I wish I could. He drives me absolutely insane. He's like one of the most pampered miniature dachshunds you would ever meet. Had to call the wife, wake her up, get her to shut that white lion up upstairs. Okay, so I'm gonna switch real quick to... So this music will probably be louder, so I will probably need to turn it down. But I'm gonna start what will be the hunt and showdown music. It's just some copyright free, a little bit more intense music to set the mood. Let me know on volume. So we'll just start with mineral gathering here. We'll depart on the hunt phase. Depart. We're getting a ton of insanity. My gosh. So Gimli is technically our first event revealer here. But we're doing mineral gathering, and only Idril and Legolas have pickaxes. So we'll start with Idril. She's going to roll first. 4. That's not... it's a broken lantern. And then 2 event damage to a random hit location for Idril. Lame. It's better than hemophobia or breaking a pickaxe, but it's still not that cool. 2 to the waist, right? Is that what I just rolled? Yeah. Alright, and we get a broken lantern, and is that added to storage, or is that just... No, we just gain the resource. So we'll take that broken lantern resource. We'll take it. Next we can go to Legolas, because we have 2 of them axes. And just as a refresher, what we're looking for is a 6 through 7. Would be great. Ooh, missed it by 1. So an 8 plus, gain a scrap basic resource. If this event occurs after overwhelming darkness, resolve all rolls on mineral gathering, and then we could descend into the worm tunnels. But we did not do it after overwhelming darkness, so we'll just get another scrap basic resource, which is, you know, good. Two scraps is solid. It's 2/3 of an iron. So, okay, that's it for mineral gathering. And now we're moving on to our first Lope event. Let's hope for a better hunt than we... Okay. A thunderous boom approaches. The survivors may hide. If they do, move the quarry one space back. Otherwise, we gain a courage and roll. We will be rolling. We will be rolling on this table, not hiding. So we will gain a courage. I didn't bold anybody, but that's okay. We're one away from bold, one away from bold, and at 5. The event revealer, which is Gimli, is going to roll on the table. It is not an investigate table, so even if he had those stats, it would not assist us. We could still keep this card up, though. Alright. 2 through 7 would be cool enough, but 8 through 10 would be awesome. Okay. So 2 through 7, in the chaos, the survivors glimpse the monster that spooked the screaming antelope. All survivors suffer 2 brain damage, which is good for like our Gimli and even for Idril and Rima. They're all high, so we want to take that 2 insanity damage for sure. Okay, not a bad event to start things off. We're moving to Idril next. Sorry, didn't mean to click the board there. Idril is just going to flip us a random hunt event. Let's go roll on the table. That's a very odd looking graphic. I don't think I've ever noticed that before. On Mineral Gathering, it looked like a giant bunghole. Okay, let's roll it up. 38. Sounds like a really good one to me. I got a really interesting feeling about this one. So this is Gregalope. A massive Gregalope stands astride the horizon, its ancient body bloated with tumors and scar tissue. Its milky eyes catch sight of the survivors and it bounds away. Driven by a sudden desire, the survivors give chase. The event revealer rolls a d10 and adds their movement to the roll. If any survivor has the strategist fighting art, which we do, they may corner the Gregalope at a giant stone face instead of giving chase. If they do, end the hunt immediately. Start a showdown with a level 2 Screaming Antelope using its setup rules. In addition, place a giant stone face adjacent to the monster and give the monster the Butcher's Berserker trait card. If the survivors prevail, gain the normal showdown rewards and 3 additional Screaming Antelope resources. You guys want to fight it with Berserker? Isn't that where it draws, where it takes 2 turns per turn? Am I right on that? Crazed Berserker or whatever is the one where it takes 3. Let me look. Yeah, Berserker. Draw an additional AI every turn. So it takes 2 AI per turn. What do we think? I'm sure Titan will still want to fight it. Titan believes in us. How detrimental will that really be, is the question. How bad? Cause what? We could probably limit him. I only get 3 extra. Yep. We could probably limit him to 3 or 4 turns, but that's still going to be about 8 attacks. Can we withstand 8 attacks is the question. A couple of us have some pretty decent armor. We will get 2 stone faces. So we'll get one next to him, and we might even be able to burn his first turn by putting that stone face adjacent to him. Because then he'll have to run around it to get to us. Let's try it. I'm down to try it. Let's give it a try. If it ends super poorly, then that sucks, but... okay. So we're going to need both giant stone faces, because we get to put the other one where we want. Right? Because this says, we do have the strategist, we cornered it, using its setup rules. In addition, place a giant stone face adjacent to the monster, which is not in addition to our strategist. So, we're going to start it immediately. Set up a showdown for a level 2. Yep, Vermin Obsession. That's going to play a big part in this. Okay, so the giant stone face we are going to put right here, I think, is a good spot for it. Which means we could actually put his Acanthus on that side of it too, I believe. Let's put Berserker out there for him. Showdown. Screaming Lope. Yeah, because it's anywhere 1, 2, 3, 4 out from him. So we could do... we could do like that. Keep him away from all of them even too. That's not bad, right? We need to put our Vermin Obsession Idril down at the bottom so that she can chase down that bug patch. Right, I can't dash with Vermin Obsession. Someone else will need to get it. That's a good point. It doesn't, and she's insane. Legolas has 7 movement and could probably go grab it and doesn't have, but he's insane too though. Everybody's insane. We can't have anybody grab it that isn't insane. Which I'm worried is going to be a little bit of a problem. Yeah, he does have the lowest insanity, but he's also our #1 survivor. I mean, how many of the... And what does the ant do? Is the ant, if you eat it, you have to eat it, and if you eat it, you die? I did take the brain event damage, yeah. Oh, it just gives him a ton of insanity? So we have to apply rival bonuses. But it doesn't kill him instantly, does it? The bug cards don't kill you instantly if you're insane if you eat it. What is his movement? 8. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, so he'll be wasting turns trying to get to us. I don't know if I want... I'm going to make the Fist and Tooth person get it then, because they're the least valuable to me. If I lost the Archer, I would be horrified. So I'm going to have Rima go after it. She'll go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, dash 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and pick it up. I don't really care about Rima, in all honesty. But if I lost Idril, it would be horrific. As long as they don't have 20 insanity, you'll be fine. Are we sure about that? We do get 2... We get to 5 spaces away from all board edges. Yeah, I just don't care for 1 arm at all. So we'll probably want it like somewhere. How would that work? If we set it up like that and they couldn't get through, the Lope couldn't get through, how would that work? Would they have to go the long way around? Oh, you're right. You're right. I knew that. I'm gonna sit here and tell you that I knew that. No, I might have forgotten it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I don't really want him to be able to get to her, so if we come this way, then I don't think the Lope can get to any of us. We're all out of range, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Nope. Can still get to her. We don't want that to be the case. What are the rules on... Yeah, but it's you also gain insanity 6 spaces away from all other terrain. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. We will feel that out. We'll feel out what we think there. So, Lope's going to go first. Going to take 2 turns. Gets an additional speed and damage for being a level 2. So let's grab those. Does the big second stone face not need to be 2 spaces higher up, 5 spaces from all board? Man, if only I could count. We are 3 away, so we don't have to put this stone face here. We could move it, since it doesn't interrupt movement. Thank you, Sean, by the way. I would not have noticed that. So if we move it up that way, we could move this up 2, which would get it 5 away from all board edges. Yeah, like that. And then that's kind of the middle of the... This is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Perfect. So that's up and out of the way enough. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We want Legolas to be able to get atop that rather quickly. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, so I can get up there because Legolas has got 7 movement these days with these dragon boots. Okay, I think that's as prepared as we can be. Terrain Tetris, absolutely. Okay, so let's... corpse should not have consume on it. We chose to not be cannibals. Nope. Okay, let's get this going. So just to refamiliarize ourselves real quick, trample, when the monster collides with a survivor, they suffer damage equal to the monster's level. So 2 damage to a random location. It doesn't do the grab like the lion. Diabolical. At the end of the monster's turn, target a random survivor in the trample zone, and that's a trample zone. Then there's a break in the flow. So after they target you, there's a break in the flow, of which we could dash, but that monster's still going to full move through the target, because the target's already been found. So unless you're a long way away, we're not going to be able to outrun it. We're just going to be able to position ourselves the way we want. So we'll want to use the board edges to help us out there. And then Berserker is draw +1 AI every monster turn. Yeah, but it is not a consumable. So perfect. He can't use that one. Alright. Let's get this started. So he's going to draw his first AI, and he's going to get 2 goes per turn. So Lone Rampage. The monster unleashes an awful wail to signal its terrific rampage. All non-deaf survivors suffer brain damage. No problemo. -1, that puts us at 18, 12, 4, and 14. And then the Zone of Death. All knockdown survivors in the Zone of Death suffer a damage per monster level to every hit location. All standing survivors suffer 1 damage per monster level, bash, and knockback 7. Fortunately, none of us are in that, so all we get from that whole attack is 1 damage. 1 brain damage. Now, he's gonna, and we're gonna have him facing us, just for everybody's knowledge. So his next AI card is Bolt. Closest knockdown survivor or furthest threat in range. Neither of those apply, so he will graze. So it's actually going to be interesting. So he's going to come up here, eat this, and heal, but there's nothing to heal. But then he's going to full move in a straight line away from all survivors. So we're going to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, which really isn't bad. That's just going to let us loot, basically. And then his diabolical will take place. He does move 10. Did I move him 8 or 10? 9, 10. 1, 2. Oh no, he was. Yeah, I had him right, because he was over here and then moved. Now at the end of the monster's turn, target a random survivor in the trample zone. Nobody's in the trample zone, so he's gonna full move forward, which just gets him here, because he runs into the edge. So it's not terrible. I mean, it couldn't have been a whole lot better for us, I guess. Alright, Survivor's turn. Legolas is going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Spend their activation to climb atop the rock and end up right here. Because I believe once you climb up, you can stand on any space you want. Move onto any space occupied by the giant stone face. Perfect. That's where we want them. Gimli. So we'll just have Rima go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, dash 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So Rima's gonna spend a survival there. She's gonna activate and check out this bug patch. She does not have the scavenger kit. It's alright. I would love to roll like a has to be a 3+ to archive it. So a 3 would be great, because then I wouldn't have to deal with a bug. Alright. We have to deal with a bug. So we're going to archive this and draw freaking vermin. So we'll give it the triple shuffle. 1, 2, 3. And we're looking at crab spider. Consume to consume this. We're not going to consume it. No thanks. It's a good hide for us. That was a good draw. Oh, you're right. It does. It goes and sits with Rima. She has the option to consume later. Okay. Now, Idril has the ability to do all the goodies. So Gimli's going to go 1, 2, 3. Actually, I don't think Gimli can afford to gain any insanity. So he's not going to search that. He'll go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and dash 1, 2, 3, 4. He is going to have to spend a survival, but he's going to roll to see if he can get it back. 7+, so, or it's a 6+, so he does get that back. And he's going to just search this acanthus underneath him. Seven. Find something tasty and consume it. We get it off the board. And he would get a survival, but he doesn't need it. We could have him, yeah, we'll have him surge and eat this next one in front of him as well. So we're going to have him spend a survival to surge. Let's see if he gets to keep that survival. On a 6+, he gets it back. He does spend it. So now he's going to roll to attempt to eat this, or pick this acanthus plant, I suppose, would be what he's really doing. A 1. Suffer an arm damage. Archive the terrain. We still got it out of the Lope's reach, though. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So he can't get to anybody still. We're going to have Idril roll up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. How much survival does she have? Does she have enough to dash? 7. That's probably okay. We'll have her dash 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And we'll have her search this acanthus underneath her for us. Just her action. I'll take the survival away for dashing. A 6. She's going to get that survival back. Nice. Bow person could still surge if we want them to. I guess since Bill wants them to, we'll have them surge. Legolas will spend one of his... I don't know if I'm going to have him. I'm not going to have him, actually. He only has 5, so... perfect. That's pretty much all we can do. We're going to have to let the Antelope go again. So we'll pull his first card here. Back kick in blind spot, in range, closest threat, in range. No target, so he's going to graze. So he's coming for that. Acanthus. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay. He's back. And another. Back kick again. Target in blind spot in range, which is nobody, or closest threat in range, of which we could choose Gimli or Idril. Is Gimli the one with big evasion? He's got 3. Idril's got 4. So I'll go 1, 2, 3 to attack Idril. Turn monster so the target is in blind spot. And it's 2 speed now because of the increased speed. But Idril has 4 evasion, so it is a 7+ for accuracy. Not bad. So the 9 would hit. We're going to dodge it because I'm not super interested in taking that damage at all. Yeah, so we dodged it. Now it's going to do Diabolical. At the end of the monster's turn, target a random survivor in the trample zone. So that's either between Idril or Gimli. We are going to roll a d10. Evens will be Gimli, odds will be Idril. It's targeting Gimli. We are not going to attempt to dash out of the way because he's going to get trampled regardless. So turn to face. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We'll stop there. Gimli gets knocked down from collision and suffers 2 damage to a random location. I don't actually know if he gets knocked down. It seems like he would. 2 damage to the head. That's fine. He can take that. Okay. Nice. Not too bad. Alright. So we should all be in range to just start whooping on this guy. So for Legolas, who's doing bow, that, well, let me see the specifics of this giant stone face card. Ranged weapons. So the arrows don't gain the range or accuracy because it's not, I mean, This has weapon and ranged, and the arrow does not. But are we still in range? It's got 5 range. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's 1 out of our range, so we won't be able to shoot those gloom arrows yet. We'll have to just shoot regular arrows for Legolas. Or I suppose he could move. Because we can ignore cumbersome. Right? We can ignore, yeah, we can ignore cumbersome. Ammo, bow, cumbersome. Ignore cumbersome on all bows, and this has the bow keyword. Pretty sure. 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm going to go here. I'm just going to move 1 and then shoot at him with the gloom-coated arrows. So we don't get the accuracy or range bonus, but it is... I don't know if we have accuracy and range. We do. So it's 5 speed. We only have 4 dice, so this could get a little confusing. I will reset. I'll remember to reset this room at some point to find those lost dice. So we are looking for 5 plus here. 5 plus. Oh, we got it. So there's a 10. Now we get to reroll one of these because it counts as the 5th die. Now I'd like to at least hit. Oh my gosh. It's 4 plus because he's got mastery? Is that true? I don't think it is true. Because he's hitting on 5 plus here. I just did read mastery. If you are a bowmaster, all bows in your gear grid gain deadly too. In addition, ignore cumbersome on all bows. Nothing in there about. So, yeah. So that's just 1 hit with these gloom-coated arrows. Kind of a bummer. So we draw this top hit location. It's Restless Ear. It is a persistent injury. We're not going with a club or shield, but we are... So we've got plenty of strength. So it's a 2 plus for a wound, but it's a 4 plus to crit. Let me go through that again real quick. I might have forgot to subtract the arrow. Because for luck we have 2 with the bow, 1 with the stone, and they're born with 1. Because we used to have 1 for the... yeah, so 2 luck with the bow, 1 luck from the charm, and I think the problem is I didn't subtract 1 luck from the flower. So they actually have 1 less luck. So it's only 5, which is still great. We'll crit on 5 plus, so let me just make that manual change here real quick. So it's still 5 plus for crits, which is very doable. Yeah, we only hit once with 5 rolls. Yeah, it was not great. Alright, 2 plus to wound, 5 plus. Nice. Really, really good. Okay. What a waste. So let's flip. Those arrows are done. Can't use them no more. Rerolls are for bow missed attacks, not for arrow missed wound attempts. Yeah, we can check the luck on Idril. Make sure we didn't give her too much. Yeah, she doesn't have any from that flower. Okay. But I'm going to have Legolas Surge to shoot the bow, not the arrows. So this is 3 and 5. We can reroll any misses once. Hit, hit, hit. 3 for 3, no rerolls needed. 1, 2, 3. Nice. So we got crits on all 3. But this reflex is going to suck, so we're going to do it last. So we'll start here. Let's roll some 5 pluses. Please. 7, that's a crit. So persistent injury, dazed. Let's put that over there. Oh, we don't want to... Oh, we don't want to crit. Oh, no, that's okay. No, it's okay. If the monster would draw an AI, roll a d10. On a result of 8 plus, the Screaming Antelope confuses itself and makes a full move forward in a straight line. So it doesn't do it now, but it will in future. So she did just wound, which with her Abyssal Sadist, the first time you wound the monster each attack, gain a survival and an insanity. So she can pretty much do whatever she wants there. Nice. Okay. So yeah, but with my drawing, I think we can safely assume I'm probably not going to roll a lot of good ones when I need to. Okay. Let's get another 5 plus. Could kill him instantly here with a crit. So it is a crit. That's another wound. Now this crit, we gain a Screaming Antelope resource. The first of what should be many if we don't kill him right here. A pelt. Now, there's a chance that this blow snaps the Screaming Antelope's neck, killing it. Roll another d10. On a result of 10, that lope is insta-dead. 10. Oh, wrong. Wrong end of the chain there. Okay, well, guess what, Lope? We're going to farm you for all you're worth then. It's 2 successful wounds. Moving on to this Restless Rump. Another crit. So the reflex is canceled. Unfortunately, Josh, there has to be a space between redeem and toot if you want it to play. Gain a Screaming Lope resource, another one. Another pelt. I think we needed pelts for leather, so we love to see it. And that should give him 3 wounds. And I did not take one, so. Oh, Bill, you did it wrong too? It's exclamation mark redeem space toot. Oh, you guys are fumbling. Okay, that was pretty good. He's still currently hanging out right there. I'm going to move Rima closer. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Just kind of get her back in the game a little bit. Gimli, I'm going to get up using... Who's got lots of survival? Using Rima. Rima's going to encourage him. So Gimli's up. And Gimli's going to go attack. 1, 2, 3, 4. I got faith in Gimli. We really need that axe proficiency, and we're going to get it right now. Bone axe, 2 speed. Looking for 5s from the blind spot. We got one of them. We got 1 hit. This does have a failure, which we can avoid. Now we only have 5 plus strength, and he has 10 toughness, I believe. Yes, so we need a 5 plus to issue him a successful wound. 5 plus. Come on now. Burp. Failure. But we're axe specialists, so we can reroll our first failure once. And how about 2 failures in a row? The giant maw snaps shut. If you're adjacent to the monster, which we are, you must spend a survival. Oh, Bill. No space between exclamation mark and redeem. Yeah, that's unfortunate. We did fail that. But he does have Sweet Battle. So we're going to surge for free without spending a survival. But it is going to be to activate this axe. So it's 2 speed. Still looking for 5s again. We really need to... Okay, we got 1. As you say, we really need to issue him a wound to get that axe proficiency. Here we go again. Can we get 2 5s in a row? I think so. How about a 9? No. Bad timing, Josh. Bad. Because that was actually great. It is a crit. He does have a luck built into his biology, into his genes. So we gain a Screaming Lope resource for that. Josh farted that dice into a crit. And then he actually gets 2, so it's a persistent injury as well, which that one's Ruined Horns. I don't know if that's the one that makes him... No, it's a barfing one that makes him barf on us on collision to get insanity. So we get 2 wounds there because the axe is savage. As well as a proficiency point, which, as long as we all survive, puts us in a good spot. So I'm going to have Idriel search this acanthus plant that she's standing on top of. And hopefully pull something decent here. Doesn't have to be anything crazy good, just decent. Yeah, a fresh acanthus. It doesn't get much better than that. Okay. And I'm probably going to have her move as well. She's going to go 1, 2, 3. She's going to go 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm trying to put myself in positions where multiple people aren't going to be targeted by Diabolical. I don't think I need to have her surge. I think at this point we just have to withstand 2 more attacks. So, Restless Ear first. If the monster would draw an AI, which he's about to do right now, we get to roll a d10 and hope for an 8+, because then he's just going to take off the other way. A 2. So nothing there. So he's just going to draw his AI as normal. Chowdown. If there are no acanthus plants on the showdown board, discard Chowdown and perform basic action. So there's a break in the flow here. In this break in the flow, Idriel is going to surge. She's going to surge to get rid of this last acanthus, because I'm not willing to let him heal D5. So Idriel's going to surge to loot this acanthus plant. Okay, so an arm damage, but it's gone, which is all we really cared about. Now, with the way this flow happens, if there are no acanthus plants, which there are acanthus plants, but yeah, so how do we work this one out? So so in this break in the flow, we surged and ate it. So now we full move the Screaming Antelope to the closest acanthus plant. So do we full move him to where it was? Because there were acanthus plants on the showdown board. So we would not discard Chowdown and perform a basic action. So I don't know. I feel like it probably just I don't know. Does he not move since there's not one for him to full move towards now? Yeah, I think if we were to do this verbatim of the card, full move the Screaming Antelope to the closest acanthus plant. There isn't one, so he wouldn't move. But in his break in the flow, so there was a plant, but it does not say move to that plant right here. We ate it. So now he's full moving the Screaming Antelope to the closest acanthus plant. There is no longer any close acanthus. There's no acanthus plants. No, he does not go to basic because there was a plant, so he does not. If there are no acanthus plants on the showdown board, discard Chowdown and perform basic action. There were. Yeah, but there was a plant, Bill. So there was an acanthus plant. So this would not have happened. There would not be a basic action performed. I think that's what I'm thinking, Joshua, because there was a plant, so this is skipped over. But then we ate it, so there's nowhere for the antelope to move. So now I believe it goes on top. Yes, I know you can't surge until the flow. That's why I've been highlighting that I surged in this flow. All right, let's start over then, Bill, just so we can try to all get on the same page. Actually, you know what? I don't think we have to. I'm just going to do it. So we're going to discard this. It goes back on top. Place Chowdown on top of the Monster AI deck instead of discarding it, because I believe that this is skipped. Hello, Titan. All right, so now we're back to this. So if the monster would draw an AI, roll this. Maybe an 8 plus here. Oh, nice, nice. Okay, so he's going to draw, what do you know, Chowdown. Now, if there are no acanthus plants on the showdown board, discard Chowdown and perform a basic action. So now it's this one. Closest knockdown survivor in range, which is nobody. No target graze? How does he graze? Pause. Full move forward in a straight line. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Forward is what I want, Bill, because that would make it ideal. Well, actually, I guess it doesn't really matter, because then he's going to do Diabolical. So he's going to end up right back, right? So he's going to move, if there's no target, full move forward. So it'd go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, right? So he's just frantically sprinting around the board. He is amidst confusion. All right. Ideally, we need Idril. Oh, yes, Bill. You would be correct. So he would have come up here, but then I didn't change his facing orientation. So then he would have gone this way 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Like that. That is correct. So ideally we want to get Idril and Rima a chance. Idril is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We'll just have her move and dash to get to this blind spot. Because we just want to get some we want to get our proficiency points here. So with the Blast Sword, we're looking at 2 speed, 5 plus from the blind spot for accuracy. Not bad. 5 and 5. Turns out it's exactly the number we needed. This is a failure if attacking with a melee weapon. I really dislike that, so we're going to do that second. If you hit with a club or a shield, there we go. Now, what's the sword? After drawing hit locations, make a wound attempt and then select. That's right. I like that. Don't forget the ability that if white deals the final blow, we benefit. I think everybody picked different people to deal the final blow. So we will just have to see who wins. So we're just going to make a wound attempt, so it's a 2+ to wound this monster. A 9, do we have luck? We have 3 of it. So we get to choose which one of these 2 we want. What do we got here? We got a destroyed hoof, which gets us an AI. And this one is crushed spine. I think we do restless hoof, right? To gain that extra resource. So we'll remove an AI, discard this, and gain a resource. Oh, it's not a discard. It's a keep and play. Sheesh. Got them all messed up. So he's got ruined horns and a destroyed hoof. Yep, crit farm it's called. Gimme them crits. Alright, restless back. Next. Oh, and weapon proficiency. Ooh, it's a wound, but not a crit. Weapon proficiency point. Give him an insanity. And there's another wound, because we have 9 strength with the blast sword. He has 10 toughness. So... discard. Yeah, this is... yeah, we did not crush his spine. Oh, the insanity is to whoever? Well, that's nicer. Yeah, I'm taking that away from Idril. She's already got 12. I'm giving it to, I think, nope, Legolas. Let's give Legolas up to 6. Okay. Not bad. We're going to be flirting with a trap situation. I would really like to give Rima the chance, so we'll go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 2, 3. So Rima's got a dash. This is Bill's favorite. So she's going to attack with Fist and Tooth, which is she lost a speed. No, she didn't. She must have gained it back somehow. Would she gain a permanent speed through? Nope, it's a Qatar speed. So she only gets 1 speed to hit with this, but she's got +2 accuracy, I think. Yeah, so she'll be hitting on a 6+, 5+ from the blind spot. Nice, very nice. 5+. No. Nope. Alright. Surge. Try again. Can we find that 5+? Hey-oh! There it is. Big fiver. This has a failure. But I ain't worried about Rima failing. Rima's got 5 strength and acid palm. So she's got 2 speed to come up with 5 damage. 2 speed to come up with 5. 10. Okay. So we didn't crit, but it's a guaranteed wound, because even if we roll a 1 here, they still amount to 5. The crit does not count on the second die. The crit does not count on the second die when something is sharp. But we don't have to look at the failure. So we get to discard that. Give them that weapon proficiency point. Puts them at 4. They're getting real old. We'll have to do some nightmare training there to realistically get them maxed out. I could surge with Idril. I probably will. I'll probably surge and try to squeeze in a fated blow. So we'll surge here with the blast sword. Nope. Pause. Go back. Wait. Yeah, we can't. We cannot surge. She surged at the beginning of the round to eat the acanthus plant. So her surge is spent. We could surge with Rima and Katars. So that's 4 speed, 4 plus. That would be scary. It was in the Lope's turn, but the Lope starts the new round. So it's only 1 surge per round. He resets it. So we still technically have used it this round. I'm not going to lie to you guys. I'm tempted to surge with Katars. And I think I'm going to. It's a lot of dice. But there's still 14. So we're going to do, so it's 4 speed, and we're hitting on 4 plus from the blind spot. Yikes. 1, oh, only 2. Okay, well, we're safe. We are not hitting with a club or a shield, but we are gaining some luck. So we're critting on uh, 7 plus, Bill. Correct? I think that's what you were saying earlier. Because we got 2 permanent luck and 1 from the Katars. And actually, since we're attacking with Katars, we would get an additional strength, too. Which is nice. An additional 2 strength. So they go up to 10. So we're wounding on 2 plus, critting on 7 plus. A couple 7s, or a couple nat 10s, or a 9. Oh, well, and this one's actually first. So this is the order we had him set up in. I had Restless Muzzle pulled up, but this is the order of the first one. Crushed Knee, the Screaming Antelope's balance is ruined. When the monster starts its movement, roll a d10. On a result of 1, it's knocked down. Sheesh. No resource there, though. So we remove 1, then we move on to Restless Muzzle, which is actually going to knock him down if we succeed. Okay, so it's a wound, because we have 10 strength with a Katar, because we get 2 extra from our White Lion set. Which puts us at 8, 9, 10. He has 10 toughness, so it's a 2 plus. So it is still a wound, but it is not a critical. So he is not knocked down. So we'll give it the triple shuffle. 1, 2, 3. I'm going to have Gimli move kind of up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, just to kind of get him back in the fight. I'll probably pull Legolas over here. Gimli's going to activate the Cat Eye Circlet as his activation, just to peek at what we're dealing with here. 1, 2, 3. So we got a super dense. This sucks. This Restless Eye is going to cancel any attack we do, because we're all insane. Insane. I guess we could put Restless Eye on the bottom and just hope we don't get it, because these other 2 wouldn't be bad for, like, bow. I'm going to put super dense on top so we remember not to attack with the axe. Okay, and now it's the Lope's turn. So let's go back through these persistent injuries. This is when he draws an AI. This affects some cards. I think this affects some cards. And this is when it starts its movement. So we'll roll for the AI first. It's about to draw an AI. On an 8 plus, he's just going to take off in a straight line. Ooh. Very close. So he pulls this AI card. This is Lone Rampage. Monster unleashes an awful wail to signal its terrific rampage. All non-death survivors gain a brain damage. No problem. But what's coming next for those survivors is a problem. So Zone of Death. So we could dash here. We could dash in this break in the flow if we want. which I think we're going to. So we'll have Rima dash 1. Oh, can we even get out of the zone? Bear. I guess we could technically. So if Rima dashes. Oh, nice. She doesn't. So we don't have to worry about. So we'll dash Rima to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And we'll just leave Idril. Because she'll take all standing survivors within the zone of death suffer 1 damage per monster level, which is 2 to her leather armor, to the body. Bash and knockback 7, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Because she has leather gear, she can ignore that bash. So that's that. So now he's about to draw another AI card. So on an 8+, he's just going to take off. A 1. It's still a lot of 1s I've been rolling this hunt, my friends. So he's going to draw another. Oh boy, Chow Down. There are no Acanthus plants on the showdown board. Discard Chow Down and perform a basic action. There's literally nobody knocked down. So there's no knockdown survivor in range. So he's just going to graze, which means he's just going to bust forward. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And then he's going to activate. Well, actually, so before he moves, let me go back here. So before he moves, we would roll this card. Now we need a 1. If we roll a 1, he's just knocked down. 1. 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1. 9. Okay, so now he's going to run to the other side of the board. Then he's going to activate Diabolical. So at the end of the monster's turn, target a random survivor in the trample zone, which is just Idril. Full move through the target. So he would actually technically roll here too, I think. And if we roll a 1, he's knocked down, which we do not want. 3. We want him to get much closer to us than that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I don't remember how severe his trap is. I would like to kill him this round. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I don't know if Bowman's going to have to get down and move around if they want a chance to kill him. We've all gotten our traps good at lowers insanity. No, that's the gobbled up, which I think from the trap you can. Yeah, everybody's got their weapon proficiencies. None for Legless, because they're attempting to get Fist and Tooth. It's alright. That'd be a second mastery. So Legless will go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Could go 6, 7. Don't know if he needs to though. 1, 2, 3, 4. Does need to. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, that gets him into range with the bow. And he's got 7 movement now because of the boots. He's going to shoot with his bow, which is 3 speed, 5+. So we can re-roll these 2 misses. But do we want to? We don't want 3 hits, because he's just, if it's insane, you cancel all hits. No, no, I think it is. I'm just dropping these, I'm not rolling them. Because it's a first strike, it's not like a reflex or anything. It's just his Massive Eyes glisten with human-like fear. Cancel all hits and end their attack. No, you don't skip the top if you crit. You skip a reaction if you crit. So we hit the giant teeth. I guess we'll just keep it and keep the option to surge in our back pocket. With the bow. 2+ to wound. Yeah, so it's a wound, not a crit. We can deal with these last 2 cards. They're not terrible. Yeah, everybody's crazy. There's really no way to avoid that. It's just, who do we care? Maybe Rima? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We care the least about her turn. Like, she's gonna do probably the least amount of damage, but potentially draw the most cards. So 4 speed, 5+. 1, 2. Oh, she did it. First strike. If the attacker's insane, cancel all hits and end the attack now. How many more? So we gotta fight. So we're halfway through the hit location. I would like some faded blow potential before the trap. That could maybe save us some time if we could get a faded blow in there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So she'll have to dash. So we haven't done faded blow yet. Blast sword is 2, 6. We need just at least one here. A 1 and a 2. That ain't gonna do it. Let's surge. Okay, we snagged 1. Okay, we are gonna declare this as faded blow, which means we pick up 2 more strength and it gains devastating 1. So it's a 2+ to wound on this card. A 7. That's actually a crit because we have 3 luck. So that's devastating, so that'll get rid of 2 AI cards. 1, 2. And it's degenerating wound. The monster's injury worsens if it moves. Whenever the screaming antelope moves, it suffers an additional wound. Discard this card at the end of the next round. I'll probably surge with Legolas just to try to put this away with some luck. Because I would like to try to get some more resources. So Vespertine Blow, we're going to spend a survival to surge. This is 3 speed, 5+ with reroll ability. I see a 1. A 9 and a 3. Yep, we're going to reroll these misses. Probably should have done Cat Eye Bill. That's probably very valid, but we only got one hit anyway. Do I suck? We do get a Screaming Lope resource from a crit here. Come on now, show me a crit. That's a crit. That's an additional Screaming Antelope resource. A Blatter. And a -1 toughness. We don't need to really keep track of that. So, shuffle, shuffle. 1 damage. And we'll throw that reflex away. I'm going to have Gimli do Cat Eye Circlet. 1, 2, 3. That's amazing. Ew. That's the terrible. That's the one that would kill us. That's the bad insanity. How are we on insanity, by the way? 17, 11, 5, and 13. All right, we're all sub 20. So we're good to go here. So the only... Oh, we don't know. This is either chow down, which would be basic attack, which wouldn't do anything. Or it's that alert one, of which we could dash out of the way. So we'll pass it back over to the Antelope. But he's going to do this first. So he's about to draw an AI. If we roll an 8+, it confuses itself. A 1. Again, those are switched again. So he draws Chow Down. Discard Chow Down and perform basic action. There's no target on his basic action, so it's graze, which means he... Closest knockdown survivor in range, no target is graze. So before he does graze... I just have to watch enough to use a toot. Yeah. Yeah, you gotta put in the time, Nicole. Yeah, you could type in !points with no space and it'll tell you how many points you have. You need to have 10 points to toot. So Idril's gonna dash here. Dash out of his facing in this break in the flow. He has 0 points. You gotta spend time in the stream. So he's from graze, he's gonna full move forward in a straight line. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. But because of this degenerating wound, it suffers a wound here. Oh yeah, we would roll for the... So if we roll a 1 here, he doesn't move and he gets knocked down instead. 6. So he does move, so we were correct. He would draw a second AI, which would be his basic action. So he would full move in a straight line again. But before he moves, we have to roll this. A 2 almost. So he's going to full move like this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And there he will die. Because he suffers the last wound. Now here's what's very fortunate for you, fellas. I think that this was a group effort. I'm not sure we have any one person that dealt the killing blow. I'm not sure. I think they all did it. It was a group effort. So let me see. Each of you guys that are in chat, just tell me how much you bet. Real quick. And don't be saying nothing crazy, because I'll fact check you. If you pick red, I think that red is the only person that did not receive a bet. Oh no, red did. Green was the only one that didn't receive a bet. So we got 10, 5, and I think Titan did 10 as well. So let me just see if I can do this here. So I'm gonna pick just hang tight. Yeah, so let's give... So I need to give Bill an additional 10 points. Josh gets 5. And Titan gets 10. You're all fortunate. There you go.
So, and then in the, oh gosh, in the betting section, I'm going to pick, there we go. Okay, there you go. Should have fixed it for everybody. So I canceled it, and everybody should be able to check their points. I doubled everybody's bets. Since there was nobody that definitively provided the killing blow, and the screaming antelope basically ran himself into suicide from a degenerating wound, the whole group killed him. There you go. I'm trying to find some sort of celebration sound that you guys can redeem too, but I can't really figure it out. So, it is what it is. Okay, congratulations. So, because we chose to start with him on Berserker, we get 3 extra resources from him as well. So, we get 4 basic and 6 screaming, which will actually turn into 10 additional, just 10 total screaming. So, we'll shuffle these 1, 2, 3. So, 1, 2, 3, and 4. And then we get 6 for defeating him. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And then in addition to that, we get a scavenger kit, which will give us an extra 1. And then because we chose that hunt event, we get 3 more. 1, 2, 3. Which unfortunately leaves him with only... How many did we not get? It was just 1 card that we didn't get from him. Just the 1 resource. It's crazy. Alright. There's also an acanthus, yep, over here somewhere too. Eating real good. Alright. So let's go ahead and manage departing survivors. Sorry. Nobody's above 20 insanity, thank goodness. We kind of flirted with it in a couple spots. But we complete the showdown. I gave everybody their weapon proficiency, so that's good. No, scavenger kit is just when you defeat a monster, gain either a random basic or a random monster resource from that monster's resource deck. So Idril and Rima. Idril hits 2 and Rima hits 3. I'm going to keep the suspenseful music on until we actually make it back. Idril is 2, Rima is 3. Let's do that right now. Idril is 2. $11, which should be a strength, I believe. Permanent strength. Coolio. And then Rima. Yeah, Rima needs a new arm. This is for Rima at age 3. Old lady Rima. A random fighting art. Faded Blow. She just keeps getting better. We might need to give her a flower if we get the chance. No fist, only tooth. Yep, that would be hilarious, actually. Okay, we have to draw a settlement event. How many shuffles, friends? This is what the real intense music is. I'm putting this blanket to where it almost covers my eyes because I am horrified of these things. 5 shuffles, 3 shuffles, truffle shuffles, 11. Nicole, you're about to get banned. You're about to get banned from chat. Okay, we'll do 5. 1, 1, shuffle. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And nickname. See, Joshua could feel it. Joshua could feel it in his bones. And you know what? Because you saved me so much heartache just now, Joshua, I think something crazy just happened to your points. It feels like you might have just gotten 10 points for such a good call. I think. It's crazy. Crazy the way that works. Okay, so nickname. Every returning survivor gets a nickname. Each rolls a d10 on all 3 tables below. Add the nickname of the survivor's current name. A survivor may only be nicknamed once per lifetime. So Gimli cannot be nicknamed. Idril can, Legolas can, and Rima can, but Gimli has to sit out. So we'll start with Idril. And actually, you know what? Since we're feeling just a little safer with this, we're going to go back to this one. Because I'm just at peace at this point. We're just wrapping up. Going back to some Lord of the Rings music. Alright, Idril with a roll on the top table. Idril is wise. Sneak. Of the Phoenix. Ooh, it was right there. Of the Lantern. Whoops, sorry. Oh gosh, sorry guys. Sneak peek at the Discord. Legolas up next. Legolas, roll some deadly stuff here, son. Some permanent accuracy. Yeah, yeah. 8. That should count. Wise. Savior. Of the Lantern. Rima. I know, that's what I'm trying to think of, is something to celebrate. So we can bless them, not just fart on them. Oh, that should count as the. It should be 9 and 10. So she is. Wise, not shiny. Had quite a few. We've had all 3 for wise. But this one will be crazy when it's a wise hero. Wise sneak. Sounding a lot like Idril's. Wise sneak of the Antelope. It's pretty mild, guys. I won't complain about that, that's for sure. Ooh, I'm about to make a name for myself. Yeah, I'll give that a try this week. That would be a good one. And we can just
I would just probably name it like exclamation mark name. No, exclamation mark gambit would probably be what the sound bit would be called. It's a good one, Josh. I'm gonna look that up after this stream. Try to figure that out. Okay, so now we have to do some slightly less. I don't know. I mean, we did what we were supposed to do. The reason we went after Lope was to try to get enough resources that we didn't have to ditch our dragon stuff. And we definitely did. But it is still going to suck to discard half of these. Oh, gosh, I always forget about that too. I'm going to get banned. Alright. So, if the settlement already innovated Lantern Oven, which we did, we skip this event and roll straight on the Lantern branding table. Right? We have Lantern Oven. Unless we somehow lost it. Yep, we have it. Oh my gosh, Nicole. Okay, here you go. I'll gift you some points so you can toot and move on with your day. How about that? You're crazy. There you go. There you go, Nicole. You could take 5 of Bill's. Now, Bill's been working hard for those. Okay, so we're on Hands of Heat. So, a feast culminating in the ritual branding of the settlement's finest warriors by the heat of an agitated lantern. Discard half the settlement's total resources, including storage, rounded down. So in storage, we have... Oh, we're going to lose so many resources. So in storage, we have 6, 11, and then 13, 19, 20, 26, 33. Oh my gosh. So we have 33 resources. So we have to discard 16. Okay, so we could... Wow. How many do we... Yeah, I mean... That's a lot of what we have up here. So we go 1, 2... How important are bones for us moving forward? What do we need to innovate scrap smelting? We need a lot of bone and a lot of organ. So we want to keep at least 5 bone and 5 organ. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we can get rid of that one. 1. Actually, and we want to innovate, right? Oh, we could get rid of the 3 crimson vials. That's what we talked about. So that puts us at 3 if we get rid of those. We get rid of the Cyclops fly, which puts us at 4. I'm going to subtract all these. So 1, 2, 3, 4. So we got to get rid of 12 more. Yeesh. One, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, 5. 6, 7, 8, 9. If we got rid of, we get up to 8 of 12. We're not going to be able to keep enough for both. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We could do, yeah, we're just, at the end of the day, we're just not going to be able to keep enough. So 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 8, 9. We need, yeah, I could, oh jeez. We need to roll for this. We have to get rid of resources first. I'll go check cooking real quick to make sure we're not throwing away everything we would need for some easy cook. So cooking... We don't have a nightmare tick. We don't really have anything close. Super close. But that was a good thing to check. So we're at 9. 9 of 12. 10. 11. 12, I guess. Because we discarded 4 out of our settlement storage. So now we can move on. That hurts. Came at a bad year. I mean, it probably came at one of the luckier years for us, but we would have been rich. We're rich. Now we're poor. Okay, like that, and then like that. So now we roll. Nominate a survivor. We could end up getting a speed. Give it to no arm. Yeah. Okay, lucky for no arm, we get the virus flower in like 3 years. Which could be good, because they have really good stats. But the speed would kind of be wasted. Because it's only from this, which they don't truly get. Because they don't often use Qatars. So if we gave them the flower, you see what I mean? But if they eat the flower and die, then they would go back to normal speed. Otherwise, I don't even know who we would give it to, honestly. We'll give it to Rima. We'll let Rima do it. I think our Bowman's crit's already pretty good. We'll let Rima try. How about that? Okay, Rima, show us what you got. 7. I think that's a permanent strength. Oh, nope, that's the permanent speed. You're gonna toot on a 7? Unreal. Nice. Yeah. Thanks for that one, lady. She's just ready for me to be done streaming, I think, honestly. She wants me to just quit. Prosthetic arm implant. Yep. Reacquired. Okay. So that's it for this event. I gotta turn the page so that when I look back, it's not something crazy. Okay. Now, unfortunately, our next encounter will be one we do not get to pick. We have to fight the hand in our next episode, which is not good. He's a turd blossom. Yep, we got lots of stuff still to do on the settlement phase. We have 5 endeavors left. We need to innovate. Can he potentially heal Rima? I know that the butcher can heal a dismembered arm, but I don't remember if he can. So 1, 2, 3. Sacrifice those 3 and an endeavor to innovate. We gotta keep up on that. So we'll come down here and draw 4. Wow, we still didn't get scrap smelting. That's incredible. Oh, it's because it's not even an option. Why is it not an option? Seems like it should be in our innovation deck, no? Wait, we have it? When did we get scrap smelting? Have we had it this whole time? Am I an idiot? What's going on? Somebody help me. When did we get scrap smelting? We built it last year? Oh my gosh. Oh no. Okay. Well, we have bloodletting, which angers me. I basically hate this. Uh, but it's good for plague. Drums puts Song of the Brave in for us. I know that's one we were going after last week. Pottery, nothing amazing. And scarification also is not good. I'm thinking drums. I would love to up the survival limit with pottery, but Song of the Brave is really nice when we get it. I think even Forbidden Dance is good. So let's just snag drums. So Song of the Brave is nice because, yeah, we could all choose Path of the Brave, and Saga is good too. Forbidden Dance, what was that one? Oh yeah, you can get King Stepped. Yeah. Okay. We don't have any iron in our storage, but we could look at crafting another piece of dragon gear if we don't want to save for that sword. Because we have the helmet and the boots. So if we could get lucky, I'll never keep Kingsman in this again. I think that the Slenderman is much more enjoyable than Kingsman. But we only have the supplies to do a couple things. So we have the 2 veined wings one is the only one we could do, which is the belt. So if we happen to find our way into an iron, we could do a dragon belt. But if we could get 2 iron, we could do that sword, and I want that sword back so bad. This one. Yeah, let's do some scrap scavenging, which is down here. So we have to pick people that have good survival and that could benefit from a courage. So like Legolas would be one for sure. We do have Shrine. So let's spend an endeavor here to scrap scavenge with Legolas. A 10. Okay. We didn't get, but we bolded. No, not Bone Witch. Bold during the settlement phase. We get Matchmaker. And then we get to roll on this fun table. Maybe we'll get one that says you get 50 endeavors this phase. 4. Gain an endeavor this settlement phase, so it was free, I guess. So we'll pick one back up. I mean, we're gonna probably keep rolling it with Legolas because he's got survival. Does somebody have more at this point? Idril only has 1, but it would be cool if she would
We can keep Shrine in mind. Because if we can go 3 for 3 and then try to convert it all to iron, that could be cool. But if we don't get 3 for 3, then we can just go spend one on Shrine. So we'll roll with Idril here. She can afford to do it once. Could look into doing that as well. Spend a survival or die. Okay. So with our endeavor numbers, we could no longer get all scrap. So should we try to convert some scrap into iron with scrap smelting? We could try to convert it. I am planning on using Shrine. We have 3 scrap, so we have exactly enough to do 1 iron. 1 in storage, 2 up here. But we have to roll just a 3 through 9. That's all we have to do. So discard this, roll a d10, and we need it to be a 3 through 9. A 3. So we can convert those 3 pieces of broken lantern into one beautiful chunk of iron. Now the question arises, do we want to save it to build the replica flower sword, or do we want to make the belt? Everybody says belt. Bird in hand. SOS. Explain. Better than the bush. Bird in hand. Is this like a teach a man to fish analogy, Bill? Are you hitting me with some wisdom? Okay, so I won't even bother putting it in the storage then. I'll just subtract the iron. Bird in hand is better than 2 in the bush? Okay. I see. And subtract the 2 veined wings. Oh my gosh. The radioactive dung counts as scrap as well. So we technically have 2 more scrap. Do we still want to do the belt if we could potentially get 2 iron to build the sword? All we need is 1 more scrap and we could look at building the sword. So let me put that iron back. So we need to get 1 more. Oh my gosh. We can't do it. So we can't do it. Because it would spend an endeavor to go look for a scrap. And then even if we found the scrap, it would take an endeavor to turn it into an iron, and then 1 more endeavor to do a forest run. Let's check the belt. Yeah, belt is definitely better than cloth, no doubt. So the belt, if you can connect red and green, you are not knocked down from suffering a heavy injury. We haven't even talked about strategy on the hand, if we're going to try to fight him or not. With the ability to look through his hit location deck with the cat eye circlet, we may be able to find that card that if you 1-hit him, he dies. If you crit it, he dies. And we do have some people with some pretty crazy crit ability. But I'm also assuming we're probably just sending out 4 bums, right? We're going to send out 4 bums in our gear and just hope that they can live. The hand heals permanent injuries. But, like, will it regrow his arm? Will it regrow Rima's arm? Because that's a permanent injury. So he would heal all of these? No way, right? That's way too OP. Broken stuff. So broken rib. We might have to discuss this in Discord throughout the week. I just don't want to say goodbye to the chance at the sword. But the sword's not going to do us any good fighting the hand. But if we don't get it... You know what? In year 16 we have, like, more than one hunt event. We could still potentially give... Alright. We could still potentially get Grand Mastery. So let's do the armor. Let's build this so it's 2 veined wings, and then we'll just save everything else, alright? So we'll do the 2 veined wings. The iron. And an organ. Screaming Brain. And that will get us the waist gear for dragon. I'm all about getting the dragon armor, so don't think I'm bummed about it by any means, but I would love to get the I would love to get that sword back. I can't believe we lost it. That's so buns. So dragon belt. It's better than cloth, Bill. You are correct. You can give Kareen 5 points. You can't show favorites. You can't take points from anybody. But I can. Rest in peace, Zeus. I still cannot believe how that happened. I was telling my group that I play with in person about that, and it was like difficult for me to talk to him about it. I was trying to explain exactly how it happened, and I'm just not sure they even believed me. It sucked so bad. Alright. So with these last 2 endeavors, so we're just going to put this stuff away into storage. We'll just hold on to it. We're going to need it for forest runs anyways to get the sword, so... Large flat tooth, shank bone, and a love juice. We optimized that antelope, that's for sure. We beat the brakes off that guy. So now we'll go do Shrine, since we're just going to try to hold out and absorb his attacks. Ooh. Or we could build a round leather shield. But we should still do Shrine either way. So we'll spend 1 on Shrine here. I guess we wouldn't. Yeah, it's not going to matter. We can spend this. Don't be a 1. Thank you. So we get an extra armor to everywhere, which is going to come in big handy as well. So now we can talk some more. So we still have 1 endeavor. We could turn the 2 leather we had into, or the 2 hide into leather. And then we could actually probably, no, we could only build 1.
We could build one round leather shield if we wanted. Is it worth? Would it benefit us a lot? Okay, so if we spend this endeavor to turn this hide, yeah, into a leather, then we have to sacrifice that leather, another hide, and a bone. And we got ourselves a shield. Now we gotta decide who gets it. Because I think we had one too, and then it fell into a pool of lava. We did. The round leather shield was part of the lava. So here, you think? I could be our tank. They should have some really good evasion too. Just not needed for this hunt, you mean? For this showdown? Because we will need it moving forward. But so who's got the most raw evasion to tie? No, it's not. Legolas does. Oh my gosh. I just absolutely boiled. I still can't believe that. I can't believe that happened. I was stunned. I didn't even know what to say. That could make Idril our designated... I feel a little risky having one of... Are we sure we want to take our top people in? I don't think we do. Like, I'm all for taking in Rima, who we want to heal. But aside from that, these guys that don't have permanent injuries, I am not taking them in to try to withstand attacks. Because he's brutal. His stats, so he's got his lenses. So if his lenses aren't open, it's not as big of a deal. But you have to live through 10 basic attacks. You have to live through 10. And his attacks look approximately like this. They're not good. They're not as bad if you don't have lenses open. But just take a little peek. This is the aura. Okay, I was confused there. I was confused, but I got you. So it's just basics. But 2, and 6. 6 damage for that basic. 4 damage. These are 2s, thankfully. That was a duration. 7 damage. 7. 5. 5. I'm just not sure. Right. But I'm not sure I want to. Actually, I am sure. I don't want to take my big guys in. I am totally okay with taking Rima to heal some permanent injuries potentially at the end. She would probably get the evasion grid so that she could just attempt to be one of the last ones alive. But we would probably take like Rima. Alistair could go. He's deaf. I don't want Boreas. Boreas has Thundercaller. Endless Babel. See ya. Is there anybody else that's like actually negatively contributing to society here? Blind. We could send those 4. And hopefully just bank on evasion and dodging and... Oh, you're right. They can both block. They serve very similar purpose.
And you gain a survival too when you do it. Hmm. So if we kept the stone, so we could put the shield like over here if they wanted it. This armor will be pretty strong. I don't have Dridecanthus. We don't. Maybe it should go with the leather or the. Well, actually, this fecal salve might be nice here because he's not a threat, so he can't be attacked by the. If we're not attacking the hand, then they'll just be hidden. He'll be hidden for a while. He could just be circleting. But the shield would probably do the most good in this grid because they'll have. It could potentially produce another tank because. Well, we're not attacking, right? So we could look into something like that. We spent all our endeavors. We're pretty polished up, ready to get slapped around by the hand. You guys got anything before we part ways this Sunday? We have to withstand 10 of the hand's attacks. Dodging and evasion, baby. If you guys don't have anything, we will probably call it a wrap. And a success. It is a successful wrap. How about that? Rings of Power, I couldn't agree more, Bill. Based on what I'm seeing on the trailer, I have higher hopes for season 2 than I did on season 1. I didn't walk away from season 1 feeling super awesome. Not enough resources to spend, Josh. We're trying to hold on to them to be able to innovate next year. So, okay, fellas. Thanks everybody for being here. I'm gonna go track down some lunch. But other than that, I think it was pretty good. We'll plan to start up stream a little bit earlier next week. I mean, like 5-10 minutes is all I mean, so that we can get the gear grids all lined up because they are not lined up. Nice, thank you. What a wonderful send off. You guys just. Maybe I'll make the toots 20 points. How about that, huh? We need a better end of stream send off. Yeah. Uh-huh. It's awesome. Okay. Thanks, guys. We'll we'll see you. Oh yeah, Gambit. We'll get him in here. Okay. We'll see you guys next week.